October's been a good month for Fred. Manchester United have picked up a little bit of form. He started against Newcastle, although they lost that game, also against Liverpool and Norwich, filling in for Paul Pogba. How do you think it's gone, or how do you think he fares going forward?
Well, it's gone better of late. I mean, even though the results, as you mentioned, maybe don't back that up, but it's gone better. But let's be honest, we're talking from a very low bar to start with. I don't think Fred, ever since his move from Donetsk, has worked out. I thought he looked a very talented player at Shakhtar Donetsk, but came into Manchester United, didn't get off to a great start, couldn't find any momentum, and I just don't think has settled. And that happens to players. It's just not a good fit for whatever the reason may be. So as much as things have gone better over recent weeks, I don't see Fred as being a long-term solution for Solskjaer.
He was an athletic, sort of very physical midfielder for Shakhtar Donetsk. Has he found the Premier League just too tough a nut to crack, or is it a picture of disarray at Old Trafford that's unsettled him?
Well, that certainly hasn't helped. The being signed by Jose Mourinho and then almost being shunned very early on. Mourinho has that tendency, and we've seen that during the course of his career. But that's a knock on a player's confidence. And Fred, 26 years old now, but comes into Manchester United, still relatively young, and maybe needed a little bit more support from a manager who paid a lot of money for him. Oftentimes, when a manager pays that kind of money and you find yourself out of favour, it's a tough bounce back in front of that same crowd. It's easy for those fans to blame you when things go wrong, and he's had to shoulder his fair share of blame. And without the kind of big club experience, and again, I know exactly how good he was for Shakhtar and his record there and the competitions that he played in, it's hard to pick yourself up. Now he's been given a nice run of games for the time being. What he needs is for that to continue, to keep playing well, for results to continue going their way. Manchester United slowly climbing the table. Reasons for that, and other teams' feelings is a discussion for another day. But as of right now, it's a good place to be. Is he a direct replacement for Paul Pogba? No. I still have Paul Pogba in my team before Fred every single day of the week. But as a player, as an individual, you're in. The old cliche, possession is 9/10 of the law. You keep playing well, and you give the manager something to think about.
Do you think that he is probably feeling a lot more settled, just given that very small number of games and a consistent run in the team?
Yeah, listen, again, because of other people's feelings, and this is still not a great Manchester United team, but you find yourself climbing the table, and all of a sudden you find yourself winning games and winning on the road, and the criticism that's coming Manchester United's way on the whole has tamed down somewhat over recent weeks. And as players, you feel that and you respond to that. And now you feel you're able to play with a little bit more confidence, with a little bit more freedom. And confidence is 99% of this game. You have that, again, it makes you a better player. You go out there and show why you were bought in the first instance. At the very least, to give yourself a platform that if things don't work out, at least there's another move in the offing for you.
Yeah, it hasn't been a sophomore slump for Fred. It's working the other way at the moment. We'll see what happens when, of course, Pogba is fit, likely to come back into the side. Will Fred do enough in the meantime to convince Solskjaer that he should be part of the furniture at Old Trafford?
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.